313 angel number, unveiling its meanings and symbolisms. What does the 313 angel number mean? Is this number telling you something important? If so, what are the things that it's trying to convey? You see, angel numbers aren't just your everyday phenomena. They occur not just because of mere coincidence. You can't expect that an identical number will appear to you in each of your waking days. Keep in mind that there are infinite numerical combinations. That alone is proof that the existence of these angel numbers should never be shrugged off. Here we are going to discuss one of the most prevalent angel numbers being seen by people today, the angel number 313. I have included all of its possible meanings and implications for your life. If you keep on seeing this number, then I suggest that you read this entire post. 313 angel number meaning and interpretations. Since we are talking about angel numbers, there's a need for us to understand first how it was formed. Fundamentally, angel numbers are a combination of various numbers. They could also come as a form of repetition. Each of the numbers has contextual meanings that we should have a grasp of. Once we can do this, the meanings of these angel numbers will have better clarity. In the 313 angel number, we have angel numbers 1 and 3. Noticeably, number 3 has been repeated twice, which indicates that its powers and energies have been amplified. Angel number 1 means the beginning. It represents new beginnings or fresh starts. Moreover, this number brings good luck and prosperity into our lives. The more times we use this number, the more significant the impact it could bring. We must always remember that if we want to reap benefits from using this number, we must make sure that we don't abuse it. Angel number 1 is also used as symbolism for our ability to create our own realities. Angel number 3 represents the concepts of growth, expansion, progress, development, and change. In other words, when we get this number, we're given an opportunity to grow stronger and become wiser. However, we shouldn't take advantage of this power. Instead, we should work hard towards achieving success with this number. Number 3 stands for completion. When we reach this point, we feel like everything is complete. However, when we look at the bigger picture, we realize that nothing really ends here. There is still much left to accomplish before we get to the end goal. In other words, we must continue moving forward until we achieve success. The meaning behind the number 313 is quite simple. When we look at it closely, we realize that it actually tells us different but related stories. 313 angel number is a message of enthusiasm and optimism. When we start looking at the story behind the number 313, we find out that it is a message of enthusiasm and optimism. These two qualities are essential to any person who wants to succeed in their endeavors. Without them, no matter how great they may seem, they won't last long. This particular number is meant to tell us that we should remain enthusiastic and optimistic, even after facing challenges. Even when things aren't working well for us, we must not lose hope, because eventually something wonderful will happen. As soon as we see this happening, we should be ready to celebrate. This number is also telling us that we should never give up. No matter what happens around us, we must stay strong and positive. Only through staying hopeful and believing in ourselves will we be able to overcome anything that comes our way. Angel number 313 represents your spiritual connections. Another thing that you should know about the angel number 313 is that it symbolizes your spiritual connections with your guardian angels. Whenever you receive this number, you're being told by your higher self that you've got some important messages coming from above. You might think that you already know all this information, but now you're getting confirmation on top of it. If you believe in spirituality, you probably know that each of us has a personal connection with God. Our purpose in life is to connect with Him so that He can help guide us along the right path. Since we have these special relationships with God, we need to pay attention whenever we receive this number. 313 angel number is instructing you to follow your intuition. Essentially, angel number 313 reminds you that you have to follow your intuition when making tough decisions. If you don't do this, you can make mistakes that would lead to failure. This means that if you want to avoid such situations, you need to listen carefully to your inner voice. It's always there trying to communicate with you. All you have to do is open yourself up to its guidance. This angel number also emphasizes the importance of developing your inner wisdom. The pursuit of knowledge is always essential, since we wouldn't be able to progress further in our lives without it. We just keep repeating the same patterns over again. By learning new skills, we become more knowledgeable people. Therefore, we gain access to more significant opportunities. Other meanings of angel number 313. 313 angel number meaning in love. The love meaning of the number 313 is quite simple. When someone receives this number, they need to learn how to express their feelings towards others. In order to achieve success in romance, we need to understand that true happiness lies within loving another human being. In other words, we shouldn't look outside of ourselves for fulfillment. Instead, we should focus solely on improving our own character first, before expecting anyone else to change. Once we start doing this, we won't feel any kind of emptiness anymore. Number 313, a powerful symbol for success and prosperity. When it comes to prosperity, the number 313 holds many different meanings. One of them is that we should use our resources wisely. Another interpretation says that we should take advantage of every opportunity that presents itself to us. Moreover, this angel number is telling us the importance of working hard to achieve our goals. You see, there are no free things in this life. Even the blessings that other people enjoy come from their hard work and effort. They are not freely given. Hence, you should take this angel number as a form of affirmation that you deserve everything good in your life because you worked really hard to get what you wanted. In summary, as mentioned earlier, angel number 313 carries several different meanings. However, they all point out the fact that we must develop our intuition to succeed in life. As long as we rely only on logic, we will never reach our full potential. That's why we need to trust our instincts instead. We may ask questions like, why am I receiving this particular angel number? Or maybe we wonder whether this message was meant specifically for us. But regardless of these queries, we still need to pay attention to our gut feeling. After all, it will guide us through each step of our journey. That's it for now. Drop a question in the comment section below if you want to know more about life path numbers, master numbers, spirit animals, dream meanings, and angel numbers.